Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025. First episode of Coffee with Alain for the new year. This is starting the third year. 2 years down with lots more to go. Appreciate everybody that joins, shares, comments. Be sure to sign up for the newsletter, enjoylifesafely.com. That goes with this Coffee with Alain podcast, both to bring you information on staying safe, enjoying life, and being exceptional. New year, I'm drinking out of a new mug. Got a Fantasia mug for Christmas here. Pretty cool mug, celebration of the anniversary of Fantasia. That was sort of a flop of Disney's. That movie was very different at the time, and it didn't succeed like Walt Disney thought it might, but then it became a classic. And it's more appreciated now than it was when it first came out. And we have to remember sometimes when we do things, that's how it goes. They might not be appreciated until the future. I hope everybody has some plans for this year. Going to hit it hard. Going to start fast, build that momentum, and finish strong at the end of the year. Just keep it going the whole year. I was reading something from a friend this morning, and it was interesting because he was reflecting on something he heard from Dwayne Johnson saying, we don't have to do things. We get to do them. We need to remember that. I think that's a really good lesson as you go through this year, the rest of your life. You don't have to do things. You get to do them. You don't have to go to the gym and get in shape. You get to go to the gym. You get to exercise. You get to get in shape. You get to go to work, to earn a living, to support yourself and your family. We get to do these things. We need to remember that many people don't. They don't get to do the things that maybe we do and don't really appreciate and show the gratitude for being able to. So I thought that was a really good post that he made, and I wanted to share that little message too. I want to say good morning to Thad, who said Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Thad. Dixon, good morning. Thank you for being here, TTF. Appreciate all of you guys that support the show. Monday was the last day of radiation for the wife. Now, they told her she can expect things to get worse in the next couple weeks before they start getting better. But the treatments are done. Got an appointment next Monday back to the oncologist that was doing the chemotherapy, because they had a different oncologist doing radiation. So now we'll be going back to the oncologist that did the chemo and getting some stuff to go forward. Going to be some medications, anti-hormone medications, because the cancer that she had feeds on female hormones. So if you can reduce the female hormones, you can hopefully keep that cancer away. It doesn't have anything to feed on when it comes back. The drugs have different side effects too. So, it's always a give and take, try to balance things out to be able to live but not have the cancer come back but live an enjoyable, great life. There'll be more testing and, frequent, and then hopefully get farther and farther and never have to deal with the cancer again. So that's sort of the cancer update. We're on the downhill side. Talked to a friend of mine, a fellow author who's dealing with some stuff similar, some cancer things. And, we had a good talk yesterday. He's getting through his too, which is good. And, he was glad that he's saying got through the radiation, is on the downhill side. And I'm glad that he's getting through things as well. All of you that are dealing with those kind of medical things, you just got to get through them and do the best you can, right? Now that that's sort of behind me, I can focus more on what I wanted to do in 2024. And now I'm going to do it in 2025. And that's bring more things to help you. And help you in staying safe, enjoying life, and being exceptional. Being a better communicator, you can de-escalate problems rather than violence happening. Being better prepared to deal with violence, whether it's an active threat situation, knowing how to respond, Survive a Shooting book, the Survive a Shooting courses that I teach live around the country, whether it's the de-escalation, staying safe, or actual physical self-defense skills. If the de-escalation fails and you have to go physical, being able to stop a threat where you can then get to safety. Going to be doing all of that. Going to be incorporating a little bit more of the warrior's edge philosophy into what I do too, because that's a big part of me. And I'm trying to combine my martial arts and warrior's edge philosophy with staying safe and enjoying life, with active shooter, active threat response, and effective communication. Those are all pieces of the puzzle that I'm sort of combining. And why am I doing that? It was funny because today's quote for the new year, it hit on what I'm trying to do and why I'm combining those things perfectly. And I think it will help you as well. And that quote is from Freya Stark. And the quote is, "There can be no happiness if the things we believe in are different from the things we do." I'm going to repeat that. There can be no happiness if the things we believe in are different from the things we do. I want you to think about that as you're thinking about your goals for 2025 and what you want to accomplish and what you're doing. I looked at that quote and said, that's exactly what I've been trying to do, is to combine these things I believe in, which are the martial arts and martial warrior philosophy that I study and try to incorporate. It's the effective communication I try to use and I try to teach. It's the staying safe so you can enjoy life, whether that's staying safe, walking down the street, going to a restaurant, going to a movie, or knowing what to do when violence happens and erupts, such as an active shooter, active threat situation. So I'm combining all of that to bring resources and encouragement and tools and things to help people in these areas. Because I truly do want people to succeed and be successful and enjoy things and not be victims of some of the violence that goes on. And sadly, this morning, it just proves how important some of this is, because there are bad people out there doing terrible things. And we saw it in New Orleans last night. What should have been a fun, festive, enjoyable occasion turned into a tragedy. If you haven't heard about that yet, an individual drove his truck around the barricades and went driving down as fast as he could down Bourbon Street, trying to kill people. From what I understand, he did kill at least 10, and over 30 were wounded and injured and off to the hospital. He apparently fired gunshots at law enforcement that tried to apprehend and stop him. From what I understand, 2 law enforcement officers were shot but not killed, and he escaped and got away. And so they're still looking for him, going through all the camera footage and everything they can, and they'll be looking for him as they try to take care of wounded and everything. And so just a terrible situation in New Orleans early this morning. I think it happened after midnight. So what a way to start the year. A terrible murder, terrorist type of act, using a vehicle to kill 10 people and wound over 30 more. And that just proves to me that I need to continue on the safety elements and helping people learn to stay more safe. I don't want you to avoid celebrations like in New Orleans, but I definitely want you to be aware when you're there. I want you to know where escape avenues are and be paying attention. Does that mean we can stop all violence and all people from being killed? No, it doesn't. But hopefully we can minimize it. Hopefully we can do some more work on preventing these kind of things and stopping these individuals before they do things. I've talked about that before too, and I want to do more in that work because I really think that's the key. Some mental health issues and stopping these incidents before they start. Especially some of the school shootings where we see these kids leave all these clues that people ignore until it's too late. So that's some of the things I'm doing. I'm going to combine your warrior's edge, enjoy life safely, survive a shooting, effective communication, the black belt communicator courses. All of those are going to be more to help people with a bottom line of helping people be successful and enjoying life and staying safe while they do it. What are you going to do? It's time. We don't get any time back. We got to take today, make the most of it, and go forward and make the most of each and every day. And the new year is a great time to start anew. What are you going to do this year that's going to be great? That's going to help you, going to help your family, help your community, help others. Think about it. What are you going to do? How are you going to do it? I'm here to help you along the way and help you stay safe while you accomplish those major goals. I appreciate everybody. Make it a wonderful Wednesday. Happy New Year. Let's all have a healthy, happy, prosperous 2025. I will see you tomorrow.